Alrighty, welcome to the Troubled Hot Rods YouTube channel. My name is Dylan Hege, and here's a couple of my projects. Don't mind the shop, it's a mess, I know. But here's a Sally. This is a 2000 Super Outback. It's got a custom turbo kit, custom exhaust, water meth injection, AEM piggyback ECU, and this is the daily. I just rebuilt the engine in July and just flogged it all the way to Montana and North Dakota and back to Colorado, back to Kansas, and then back to Colorado and back to Kansas. So that's a fun daily. But turbo's going. I need to rebuild the Garrett turbo and then put that on because it's she's chooching some smoke. Here's my brother's 74 Carbon Ghia Bell. Cool car. Adjustable front beam, solid 1600 dual port. We just took it to a show last weekend and it was awesome. It was great to get it out. Here's a Lola, is 67 Volkswagen Bug. Also has a 2000 Subaru Outback EJ25 in it, but it's got an Eaton supercharger and full custom exhaust made from some small block Chevy headers. And that's what started it all. I bought that when I was 18, I believe. Bought this when I was 19. This is in Violet. This is 65 International C900. It is sitting on a 96 Chevy S10 chassis. I cut 15.9 inches out of it to match the wheelbase of the International. And then made it fit flat bottom, essentially. So I put the cab as far down as I possibly could, and the engine, transmission, everything, so I can eventually flat bottom it. It's the same height from the cab to the frame, so I'll be able to flat bottom it and get it all aerodynamic. I got a Winner's quick change going in there, and some Willwood wide 5 hubs, and some 4-piston Willwood brakes to go all the way around. So that'll be fun, but I'm just dialing in some wiring issues right now. So yeah, it's a 5.3 bone stock with a custom turbo kit, 78mm turbo kit, all custom brake lines, hooked to a, the engine's hooked to a CD00A Nissan 6-speed transmission, and that's hooked to a Ford 9-inch rear end, still on leaf springs. I'm going to go to 4-link when I put the Winners in. Here's my 95 Lexus SC300, and it has the 2JZ GE, full custom exhaust, nitrous kit. Eventually I'll turbo it, but it's got the Enkei NT03 plus M wheels, which I really dig. They look great on here. And as you can see, I need some new tires. They're wore out. Running a 275 on back, so I had to do some fender rolling there. Here's my most prized possession. Garf. The best cat in the world. My best friend. And then here's this one's a 99, I believe. Chevy S10. Skinned on a Masters built Smackdown late model chassis. And I got a solid roller small block for that. But it's full custom body, at least. It's just a spec built late model, so it's got Willwood wide 5 hubs, and it's still set up for dirt. You can see how much camber, how much positive camber we got over here, and then a bunch of negative over here. So she's a dirt late model. Winner's quick change in there, and so that's gonna be fun. Just need to finish bodying it and then find a transmission and a drive shaft and get that all dialed in. Here's my tow rig. This is Rufus. It's a 57 International A120 sitting on top of a 2005 Chevy Silverado. So I skinned the firewalls out of both and slapped this International on there. And so this has a 6-liter LS hooked to a NV 4500 5-speed, 4-wheel drive, 2500 HD, and it's just a sweet rig. It's got 167,000 miles on the Silverado, and I love this thing. It's come together pretty good. I picked up the Silverado in September, and I've just been slapping it together. September of last year, and I've just been slapping it together slowly but surely. And so that'll be the tow rig, main tool runner. I'll have my welders in the back, a generator, all my tools, because I've been running all my tools in my wagon, and it's been a lot for it. It's so low that it just scrapes out everything with 400 pounds of tools in the back. So I'm gonna try and get this one running sooner than later, so I can give her a break, rebuild the turbo, upgrade the turbo, and go from there. But my hardest thing with this is trying to keep it stock, because I'm like, oh, I can just do this. Oh, custom exhaust. No, stop, just stop. Just get it running. So I did custom air intake, and that's where I'm leaving it. And it's cold air intake. But that's that. Here's the quick change that's going in violet. Got some 4-piston calipers. Here's the Eaton supercharged EJ25. There's some Deechwork 1000cc injectors I can use on this thing. And this is a single cam EJ25, but it has Cosworth pistons, STI rods, STI crank. And that was the original engine that came out of the wagon, Sally. And so then here's a 2010 all aluminum 5.3 LS that I took out of a 2010 Suburban. I replaced the engine and then was able to keep this one for fun uses. And so that'll be, I'll go through that, get rid of the DOD, which is displacement on demand, and then I will put, probably gap the piston rings, rebearing it, and throw a cam in it, get rid of the DOD, and slap it in violet. And then with that turbo and all that stuff, should be about 800-ish horsepower. And then here's my bench. I got remnants of a 331 small block Chevy. The pistons are a little wore out. The crosshatch and got some wear to them because this thing ran on methanol and had an 8,300 RPM chip. So she's a little wore out. I need pistons and a new block, which I have the block. I just need the pistons and then the block machined, and then I can reassemble that. It's got an old school Wilson, and that's port matched to the heads, so that's dialed in. That's a 393 solid roller small block Chevy that is going in Nighthawk, the late model S10. And so that should be about 650, 700-ish horsepower, actually aspirated. So that'll be insane. I got all my junk pistons and stuff for piston art. There's one that I drew on, but I dabble with this every once in a while and just make fun little piston art. And I like to give them some imperfections. You know, no skull is perfect, so I could make the teeth perfect and the eyes and everything symmetrical. That's not my style. I want this thing, I want it to look somewhat realistic. Oh man. So we'll see. Got my welders, got a little tool bench set up, but I'm renting this shop, so I haven't really done a whole lot of messy work in here, because my landlord's got a bunch of their belongings in here, and I don't want to just destroy them with like rail dust, essentially, with all the metal that I'll put in the air. So I do that at the other shop. But now we can go through my bikes. And I'm just kind of rambling. I need to get some videos out because I've been slacking. So I want to just give everyone a quick update of what I got going on. Got my Kawasaki BMX bike, Z1 BMX bike. That's just a fun little kick around bike. There's my Yamaha. It's a 79 XS 1100. And so I picked that up. I need a new tank. This tank's rotting out. So I'm probably going to make a tank. And then I've heard it run, but it has a little, it caught on fire at one point. The old air cleaner's gone, and there's a little singeing on those wires. So they put new air cleaners and stuff on it. But I got a new oil filter and some oil for it. And then should be good. I'm going to make it more of a cafe style. Get it dialed in. Got a little SSR 125. She's been through hell and back, but it's a good ride. Nothing's necessarily wrong with it per se. I mean, depending on the eye of the beholder, depending on how you look at that. Here's my O2 KTM EXC 400, and I just need to pull this Kickstarter off because the bolt's seized on there, so I need to get that out to then get this side cover off to then fix the gasket right back here. And then I can throw the new air cleaner and oil filters and oil and petcock and all this stuff in there, get that dialed in. Got my original mini bike from back in the day. This one, she still runs. She just leaks a bunch of oil. And then I got my brother's cool old 60s mag wheels and stuff. But piston rings are fried, so we're gonna probably get a bigger engine for that one. But got my drill press and just all my little tools, extra turbo. But yeah, quick little shop update, project update. At least the ones here. I still have some outside, some at the other shop, some at the other house, some at my parents' house. So I'm a little spread thin, but I'm having fun. We're having fun. So yeah, if I can inspire some of you guys to just start wrenching. You know, everyone, you don't need the biggest backing. You don't need a bunch of money. You don't need a bunch of time, frankly. You know, you can still get some cool stuff built and be proud of it. It just takes some time. Everyone's instant gratification nowadays, and you know, I've had these. I've had that for 7 years. These for almost 10 already. You know, just dabbling with them. This has been 5, 6 years I've had it. You know, so it's a matter of, you know, just putting in the work. You can't, not everything's going to happen overnight. So if I can inspire some of you guys, some of the younger generation to pick up a wrench and start building some stuff, that's my goal is accomplished. So that's what I'm here for. This is Troubled Hot Rods. This is what we do. And yeah, we do custom paint, custom fabrication, wiring, engine swaps. It's everything. That's what I do. So, you know, anyone is capable of doing this. It's just putting your hands to work. So, if I can inspire you guys, get some work done, then I'm doing all right. So, I'll keep you guys updated. What projects I have going on next? I got some at the shop. I'll get. I got a 49 Austin that I picked up from my mom. So I'm doing some major work there. Got a 52 International, turning into Lemon's race car. And then I just picked up a 68 Bug and a 70 Squareback. So those two will be probably flip cars if I can get around to it. So that's what I really need to be doing instead of just trying to turn everything into a dang race car. But that's fun. That's the fun way to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching me ramble, and I'll catch you guys next time.